Today we're looking at the Collaborative Leadership Initiative, CLI. CLI is a partnership between the chiefs of the Southern Chiefs Organization and the mayors and reeves of the Winnipeg Metropolitan Region. Since 2017, CLI leaders have been working through the process of reconciliation facilitated by the Center for Indigenous Environmental Resources. Leaders have identified the protection of clean water, waste management, increasing economic opportunities, and good jobs as potential areas for collaborative action. The priorities identified by the CLI leaders also aligns with several of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, UN SDGs, including SDG 16, Peace, Justice, and Strong Institutions, which calls us to ensure people feel safe and comfortable living in their communities. Elected leaders have come together through the CLI process to transform their relationships, policy, governance models, and the way they work together. All leaders agreed it's important to ensure what we are learning is carried on by the next generation. UN SDG 16 refers to promoting peaceful and inclusive societies for sustainable development, providing access to justice for all, and build effective, accountable, and inclusive institutions at all levels. This aligns with the CLI's core mandate of reconciliation. Today we are going to talk with Jim Bear, who is a Collaborative Leadership Initiative Advisor. Jim, your perspective has played an integral role in helping build the CLI. Thank you so much for meeting with me today. The Collaborative Leadership Initiative holds reconciliation at the core of its mandate.
The CLI, as far as I feel, has made an impact here in Manitoba. Approximately 18 municipalities and 11 First Nations have been meeting for about 4 years, resulting in them working together on some shared priority action items. I think it's important for leaders in Manitoba to participate in the CLI process because since Confederation 1867, there has been little or no collaboration between the First Nations and the government leaders. And if the status quo continues in terms of silo system, working separately, there's going to be very little progress on shared action challenges. I guess the advice I have for governments who are not currently involved in the CLI process is to reach out, first of all, to the WMR and to CIER for information on their process, and from there get people involved who share your vision and want to make things happen. Everything is interconnected, related, and dependent on each other. And elders teach that Mother Earth is like a person, and that we are part of her, that we are part of the land. We must respect and keep the land healthy, and of course, meaning that there has to be sustainable development. We must plan for the seventh generation. So we're all intertwined. So when change happens to a part of an ecosystem, it has a ripple effect on all, whether we're talking about animals, plants, people, minerals, or our other relatives, as our people would talk about everything else in terms of interconnected and coming from the land, and that they say that we're all relatives. My hope for the future for CLI is that the partners who have come together to continue the process of collaboration and reconciliation is that they treat it and it becomes a normal, regular, personal and business practice, so that they don't feel that they have to look at other organizations or whoever to bring them together, that they can phone their partners or potential new partners and not to have to wait for scheduled meetings, and even just to go out and have coffee and so forth. A lot of people are becoming more aware of the residential school, for example, and it's good because to understand that, then you have an idea of why a lot of negative things have happened to our people, and unfortunately still is happening to our people. One of the small steps is just to continue to meet and most of all treat others as equals. In the past, there has hardly been any interaction of mainstream people until we got the South Beach Casino going. Now, at least there's other people in there, and because of reconciliation and small steps, it's good to reach out and just to get together, and it doesn't take much. We want positive interaction, and that's what the treaty is all about. The treaty is to coexist and to live in peace and harmony.
Chiefs from the Southern Chiefs Organization and the mayors and reeves from the Winnipeg Metropolitan Region are working together to bring different perspectives and knowledge systems to the table that will help their communities confront common challenges. Together, the Collaborative Leadership Initiative is working towards meeting the goals of SDG 16, peace, justice, and strong institutions. Together, these leaders are showing us how to collaborate for a more sustainable region.